everybody, this is HD, and it's time for the next series of games in the HD World Tournament. Today we're going to be watching the series of games between Root Catz, who is spawned here as the eOnZerG at the top right hand corner on theStC, which is the default starting map for the HD World Tournament. Remember, this is a best of 3, and his opponent is going to be Evil Genius's Axslav. This is going to be a best of 3 once again, and it looks like both players starting off the game with a little bit of banter here. Axslav mentioning that he has finally beat KiwiKaki, who is another very, very good Protoss player, and Catz giving him a little bit of a congratulations here, and they're having a little bit of conversation. I guess they had a little tourney game or maybe a little exhibition game, but this is the HD World Tournament, and I will actually today be casting 2 series of games as we're looking to approach the round of 8 very, very soon. I want to thank you guys all for staying tuned to this tournament. It has been going a little bit slow at first because I've been waiting for a lot of players to play out their round of 16 games, and there was a lot of delays with that, but finally all the round of 16 games, I believe all of them, have been completed. So I'm finally able to cast more games more quickly and more often. And yeah, this is going to be Axslav versus Catz. Both these players extremely good. As you guys can see there, the new control tab kind of showing their supply as well as their name and their races, just in case for any of you guys out there who are new to StarCraft 2, new to the professional Brood War scene. These are the best of the best players in the world, and StarCraft 2 is an extremely complex and extremely advanced game, very difficult to play. And for all of you guys who are newcomers, not just new to playing but also new to watching, this kind of helps you out to realize, you know, oh yeah, Axslav is Protoss and Catz is the Zerg. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. We're gonna see how this game plays out here. It looks like Axslav will be going for an early Nexus, and wow, early Nexus. Not only is it early, but it is before any building whatsoever. Axslav has built this down before his gateway, and now he's gonna throw down his forge. This is pretty much an old Brood War timing, and funnily enough, it works on a very, very wide open map, just like how all the old Brood War games were played on old, very big, very expansion heavy maps. Players were able to do these kind of expansion heavy builds, and Axslav is bringing back that old 14 Nexus with the forge, which was used so well in Brood War, and is going to be using that on theStC. I do like this, and he's going to be trying to close off his front door with the gateway. And Axslav taking a pretty sizable lead early on. He's also, keep in mind, blocked this drone from building a hatchery at the natural expansion. So now Catz really kind of delayed, and it looks like Axslav will allow the pylon to go up as well. And oh my god! Oh my god! Catz is building a hatchery inside of Axslav. Inside of Axslav's base, and this is Axslav's vision. As you guys can see right here, Axslav does realize that there's a hatchery being built right now. He is not scrambling any forces right now because he just doesn't have anything. Finally bringing probes. Are they they're not going to deal with the hatchery, so oh my god, a photon cannon at the front, which means that the front door will be protected against Zerglings and any other units that Catz may try to throw down the front door. Catz also going for a roach horn now, so this is pretty much an all-in for Catz, and really Catz realizing, you know, I lost my early hatchery because of that pylon, and Axslav went for the 14 Nexus, so things are looking pretty good, pretty bad actually for Catz, and he cannot win a long-term macro game, so he's just gonna try to go all in here by throwing up a hatchery inside of Axslav's main, and things are going to get wild. I mean, they are just going to go ballistic in the next couple of seconds. Now Axslav building a photon cannon next is the hatchery, so really, really wise there. He did not overcommit. He didn't scramble his forces and get super frantic. He maintained his composure. He built a photon cannon, and he's got a zealot wailing away at the hatchery right now. But Catz actually has 2 roaches coming out of this hatchery, as well as a queen. The cannon finally finishing, so that's gonna help, but Catz immediately moving his roach away from the range of the cannon, and he's gonna kite this zealot for a very, very long time. The photon cannon continuing to pound the hatchery. We have more roaches streaming from the main of Catz, so Catz is really going all in right now. Axslav has to be careful. He has to, not only does he have to protect against this hatchery inside his base and the roaches and the queen, he also has to protect his front door because there are roaches coming to his natural expansion in the next couple of seconds. Looks like right now Axslav focusing to take down that roach. He will pick it off. The zealot also surviving, and now Catz in a lot of trouble. His queen has also gone down, it looks like. The photon getting 1 kill right there. Roach is starting to amass at the front door, but Axslav so smart. already has 3 photon cannons at the front. That's going to make it pretty darn hard for roaches to bust. And I think this hatchery is about to go down. Oh no, the roach! The roach! No! Catz mismicroing his roach at the last second, bringing it back in range of the photon cannon, allowing it to be picked off. And now it looks like Catz has he's built a hatchery inside of Axslav's main. It looks like he's been able to prevent mining at the main for a temporary limited amount of time, but I think now, oh, there we go. Axslav now pulling the probes away once again. Catz also wailing the front door, but hey, look at this. We have a Stargate coming up. Catz not realizing the Stargate is starting to warp in. That Stargate could make a huge difference. Finally, the hatchery exploding in a huge gush and splurt of blood. Gateway also falling down, which means these roaches are now allowed access into the natural. But with so many cannons there, that doesn't look like it's going to happen. Still, roaches pounding away inside the main of Axslav. When we pull up the income tab, Axslav still has a large, very large mineral harvester advantage, 39 over 14. And wow, that's bad news for Catz. Catz is gonna have to do a lot of damage with these roaches, but you know, guys, with this Void Ray on the way, you gotta wonder, what can Catz do? He needs anti-air, obviously, to deal with the Void Ray, and there's a ton of cannons here. Pylos trying to delay the roaches from getting in range of the Stargate, which really means that I think eventually Catz's all-in here is going to fail. Now that the Void Ray has arrived, it's up to Catz to do as much damage as he can with these roaches. He has to kill off a ton of probes. The more probes he gets, the better chance he has at winning this game in the long run, because it's pretty much over for the all-in. So Catz here trying to run the roaches to chase down the probes. Axslav trying to get the probes away from those dangerous roaches. The Void Ray now fully charged as well, doing tons of damage to the roaches. And I think Axslav, he's even shift queuing his Void Ray here to make sure it kills off the remainder of the roaches. You can see both players duking it out on that APM bar, with Axslav scrambling, Catz scrambling with a lot more APM at 156. This is his current vision. All the roaches have gone down inside of Axslav's main. And right now it looks like, as we're watching his vision, he's really just kind of trying to macro up. Right now, he's not too far behind an economy, as you guys can see, but he's trying to spread his overlords to places where they get the most vision, but also to places where they are protected from this Void Ray, which now has 6 kills. Keep in mind, that is an obscene amount of kills for any unit. I mean, I guess the Void Ray really is one of those units that is able to rack up a ton of kills. This is Axslav's player camera view right now. As you guys can see, Axslav not really caring too much about APM. He's really trying to just focus down on this Void Ray right now. And actually, I misclicked the camera view for a second. Now we have Queens coming for Catz, who's trying to defend against this Void Ray. We're gonna go switch back to all view, as that was a little too confusing for me. Catz now has a ton of Queens. I like that. With these Queens out on the field, that should be able to protect against the Void Ray quite easily. Gonna remove that little tab there, which was kind of blocking vision as well. Void Ray's now coming inside. There's one right here in the main. It has 0 kills, but look for that Void Ray to start racking up kills soon, unless these Queens are able to do their duty and defend. And I think they will. With 4 Queens defending the main and the natural, I think Catz can breathe a sigh of relief when it comes to these air units. But here's the real dangerous thing, the Void Ray Phoenix combination. And now that with Phoenixes coming in, they can elevate the Queens and cause them to be vulnerable to the Void Rays. But not only that, they cause them to be unable to attack the air. So basically removes 1 anti-air unit out of the game for Catz, and that's very, very deadly. We can see more Phoenix coming out as Axslav now is starting to regain control of this game after that all-in from Catz, which almost worked, but not quite. We now have the Phoenix Graviton Beam being used on 2 Queens as 2 Void Rays focus it down. Catz here has 1 Queen down below still to protect the last Queen that was elevated, but it looks like, I don't know, Catz has got to be careful. He needs more anti-air. Surprisingly, he has not built an evolution chamber, but he does have a Hydralisk, and he has 6 Hydralisks on the way, so I don't know. I'm gonna hold my tongue for now. It's still tough to tell who's ahead. I think Axslav has an advantage because he has more harvesters, and of course because it's 2 base to 2 base, and Protoss has the advantage when it's even base to even base. And of course right now Axslav doing a ton of damage to the Queens. Oh my god, so many Queens just went down. The natural now exposed, and Catz trying to scramble Hydralisk, but as they come in one by one, nilly-nilly, they just get picked off by that Graviton Beam. And finally, it looks like Catz able to get just enough Hydralisks to defend against the Void Ray Phoenix combination. But oh man, more Void Rays and Phoenix continuing to scramble out of that Stargate. guys, this is all being produced out of one Stargate. Keep in mind, Axslav is making the most out of his production facilities. He is a very efficient Protoss general, whatever they call him, abdicator, judicator. I don't know, they have interesting names. Sometimes they're called, I guess, instructor or whatever, master, sensei. Whatever Axslav is, he is making great efficiency out of this one Stargate. He's produced all this anti-air, all these air units, and he's even got robotics bay on the way, so he's gonna switch over to Colossus soon, and that is the most devastating thing that Protoss players can do. That Void Ray, Colossus, Death Ball, it's so hard for Zerg to deal with, as Catz is trying to bring more Hydralisk back in here. He's trying to defend, and really what Axslav is doing right now is he's causing all of this. He's using all of these air units to keep Catz scared and inside his base, and of course Catz is unable to grab a third expansion because of this, and Catz needs that third expo up, because right now, like I said a few minutes ago, it's 2 base to 2 base. You guys can see if we pull up that army tab, Axslav is considerably ahead in the army and in the worker supply. So really, Catz needs a third base, but it's so hard with all these Phoenix and Void Rays flying around. And I don't know, guys. I mean, Axslav is just showing that he really wants to win this world tournament. But now Catz, oh my god, he's gonna load up with Overlords. I was gonna mention that his Overlords actually had dropped, but I wasn't sure if he was going to use it, but it looks like he is going to here, as he's loaded up a ton of Overlords. This one Overlord in the front, actually, the lead one has 26 HP, but luckily it has no units inside. And this is kind of another all-in for Catz. Catz is going for an Overlord Hydra Bomb. And yeah, wisely bringing that Overlord out of the way, and he's going to, oh my god, there's a ton of units here. It looks like, I don't know how Axslav realized that there were units coming in. I don't think he did. He just luckily had his units in position. He's going to pick off these forces. Catz needs to load up his Hydras. Oh no, the Hydras, some of them getting caught out. We're not able to be picked up by the Overlords, and now Catz, his drop bomb has been diminished in size by about half as the Protoss ball works its way back inside the main. Oh no, I don't know if Catz is going to be able to do this. Catz is such an incredibly talented Zerg player. He's so ballsy, he's so crazy, and his strategies are so unorthodox. He's kind of like the revolution of Zerg play. You just watch this guy and it's amazing. But I really think this Overlord drop, it just came at it's kind of the wrong time, I have to say. Coming in there as soon as the Void Rays and the Colossus and the Protoss Death Ball was there to meet it. And Axslav decided to go ahead and drop some of them, and as a result lost a ton of his army. If we pull that tab up now, my goodness, that's a huge discrepancy. If this is confusing to you guys, then just look at this top right hand corner where my mouse is. You guys can see 82 under 156 supply, and not to mention that he lost a ton of Overlords in that drop, so he is now supply capped. And I don't know, Axslav is now grabbing his third. He's also grabbing his fourth on this humongous map on Tal'Darim Altar. Catz is now grabbing his third expansion at the top here. But this is really too little too late. And short of a miracle, I just don't know how Catz can win this game. It certainly will take a miracle here. He's got some Roaches and he's got some Hydras, but at this point in the game, he needs Corruptors as well. He just doesn't even have his Spire up. It's still being constructed. It looks like he will lose his hatchery to the north here as he scrambles his forces, not back, but actually into his Overlords. So once again, he will be going for another Doom drop. But this, I'm sorry to say, this is a little bit more apocalyptic than 5 or 6 Overlords with some measly forces inside. This is like Armageddon status with all these Colossus and all these Stalkers, Zealots, and Phoenix and Void Rays. It really doesn't look too good here for Catz, but he's gonna try anyways. He knows he can't take that army head on, so maybe he can win by backstabbing into Axslav's natural expansion. No, excuse me, this is the third expansion. He is gonna drop a small forces of Roach and Hydras, as his natural expansion has now been pulverized and obliterated. And things are looking bleak, guys. He's going to continue his drop right into the main here. Has some Roaches and Hydras. And he will be able to take out this third expansion. So not bad work right there by Catz. But he's still got a long way to go. We have a Dark Shrine on the way as well. That may just be the nail in the coffin, because I don't think Catz has any Overseers. And indeed, his main now being crumpled to the ground. We have a couple of Roaches who decided to just burrow and not come out to fight to protect their drones. The drones, in this case, were more brave than the roaches were. The roaches were like, screw you guys, I'm just gonna burrow and shiver and hide in the ground and let you guys all roast to death. So Catz is gonna GG out of here, and that was an incredible first game for the HD World Tournament for this series. Catz going for an all-in hatchery into Axslav's base. Oh my god, I was about to just jump out of my clothes when I saw that. I'm sorry if I know I yelled really loud in the microphone, so if you guys were wearing earbuds or headphones and I just exploded your eardrums, then I will make a daily ladder soon to make up for it, because I know I haven't made any in a long time, and I'm sorry, very sorry. So thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. We're gonna have game number 2 coming out next between Axslav and Catz, and what an incredible start to this series. HD signing out.